I've got the carcass for the drawer additions are made, and everything's just loose at the moment, so it'll get all tightened up. But I've got the drawers here, kind of rebuilt with beautiful veneer that I made of some curly maple, and then this mahogany, and the drawer goes in the bottom one down here. And I glued the drawers all up, but I still gotta do some work on them on the inside. And I've got the side carcasses and the fronts here. Believe it or not, this matches up nicely when I'm done. And this will have a bent white, or I'm sorry, curly maple like here. It's going to be on, I'm going to heat it up and bend it around this and glue it, clamp it. And so this is going to open like this. And then there will be tool storage on here. Maybe drill bits and router bits. I'm not sure yet. On one side, I've got my drawers. And then this will get all framed out with mahogany on mahogany face frame here, so that it matches this guy. This will all be curly maple stained to match over here. I'll possibly will add a piece of mahogany here, and so that's on that side. Then this side, same thing. It's going to open up like this. And then I will have a spot for chisels that'll be in here. These are not in place yet. I still have to cut notches out for everything, but there'll be chisel holding in there. And there's going to be a drawer that pulls out here that'll have, I think, hammer, or I'll have the chisels on this. I'm not sure yet. And the hammer's on this, maybe. This will open all the way up. It'll have a panel hinge. I still got to build the bottom to this. This is all going to be elevated up. It's going to fill up this gap right here on the sit stand desk. There will be another butcher block. I'm going to cut this. There'll be another butcher block that goes across here that matches up to this. So there'll be a butcher block here, or mahogany. I might put mahogany on the top to match this. And then butcher block all the way across the top of that. And I will have my jeweler's clamp will go in somewhere in here. I think I'm going to cut a hole right here for a ring clamp. Where is that? Found it. So this is mahogany as well. So there'll be a notch in here for this to go into place. This whole thing will be up higher, so my knees won't be bumping it. So basically, somewhere in here. And then this is for rings, and jewelry. So as I'm working on stuff, I clamp it in here, wedge it into place, and then this hooks on. This hooks onto here. Oops, hooks onto here. It also gives. I'm going to make some extra of these, and it'll have a spot for cutting. Got glue all over my fingers. A place for cutting, sawing by hand, jewelry, metals. Anyways, so this will have a place. I have some other vices that are going to go in here. So these will be basically, I'll have my jewelry set stuff on one side, and woodworking stuff on the other side, and electronics. So there'll be electronic drawer for meters and soldering iron and stuff like that. I was thinking over here on this side, so I have this notched out here, so I can pull out a drawer, or like a cutting board would be. So it'll slide out this way, and that'll give me a little extra place to put stuff. I might put a heat treated for the soldering iron, but actually it's on the wrong side for me, so I don't know. I am planning on possibly having an additional table that slides out on both sides. And then the other thing is this is a sit stand desk. This is a butcher block. It's going to be lined out the front side with more curly maple on here, so it all matches. Might even stain it blue like the other workbench behind me. And then all of this stuff will hopefully have a place for it to go. And this only is 2/3 of the depth of the space. This is on wheels. This whole thing is on wheels. So I am thinking about adding on to the back another cabinet. So see here. So there'll be another cabinet on this side, and then when this whole sit stand desk gets raised up, that cabinet will go up with it, and so there will be lights underneath this surface. So when it's all the way up, I will have access to tools from the sitting side, but also on the back side of the same tool cabinet that goes up, that will have doors, cabinet doors, so that I can have access to it when it's down. And then this is all going to be veneered in the same veneer maple that's going to go on here. I still have to carve some of this out and figure out what tools are going to go in there. So I might not finish this until I know what I'm going to put in there. I just started building to match this cabinet that a buddy of mine gave me. And thank you, Larry. And it was a greenish color from the sun, and I had no idea it was mahogany underneath it. So anyways, so now I have this beautiful curly maple that I'm going to stain and make it really attractive. And it's going to match this over here. So this is my other, that whole bench, this whole bench slides underneath this bench right here. So when I'm not needing the whole bench, it'll just stick underneath here, and I'll have access to all the doors and all the tools, except for whatever tools are on the back side of this cabinet, which might make me change my mind on what I do with that. But anyways, it's a fluid project. It's in progress, and I need storage desperately bad. So, isn't this pretty? I did a good job with the lacquer and the staining. So I might end my river here, quilted maple river, curly maple, tiger maple in the front, with brass inlay right here, pegs or brass dowels, and the top has got I have to refinish the top, but the top has got cobalt blue aluminum track, T-track for clamps and stuff go in that. Clamps, also cobalt blue, so I can clamp stuff down. This same thing will be over here on this guy, so I'm gonna have that matching. I will probably use this bench more than anything, but I've got my nice bench up here and tools up there and charging, and got my hand plane storage over here, which I've got 3 more coming, so that's going to go up there. And then I'm probably going to get rid of that one. And my video is now 10 minutes long, so I better hang up.